Hello, everybody at DDRC. This is the English family. I'm Stephanie.
I'm
Hi, I'm Chuck.
I'm Jackson.
Yes, you are. And we're here to answer just a couple of questions about our time in early intervention and our life since we left early intervention.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. The first question is, how was Jackson's first year of preschool? Jackson, do you want to tell us? How did you like preschool? Yeah?
My lessons.
Yeah, that's your question. What was your favorite thing about preschool?
My friends and my teachers.
Your friends and your teachers.
Friends and your teachers, great.
Yeah. Are you excited to go back to preschool again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where do you go to preschool?
I don't right now.
It is not right now. What's the name of your preschool? Those are your teachers. What's your preschool called? Yeah, is it
Fletcher Miller Preschool.
Fletcher Miller Preschool? Okay. Well, what do we think about Jackson's first year of preschool?
We had a lot of concerns sending Jackson to preschool, but what we thought he could get out of it, outweighed those fears and concerns, and his performance his first year of preschool exceeded everything we could possibly have imagined.
Yeah, we were pretty nervous about sending him out into the world, and he made great friends and can't wait to go back, and just had a wonderful year all around. So we were very impressed and excited.
I'm excited to go preschool again.
I know.
I know you are.
Okay, how do we feel early intervention prepared our family for preschool?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Well, I think as far as Jackson goes, it really, all of the therapists that we were working with at the time that we were transitioning did a wonderful job of including Jackson in conversations about preschool, and really kind of helped identify what skills we would probably be working on and what that might look like in a preschool setting. As far as our family goes, they were instrumental in kind of easing all of our fears. We got to talk a lot about the process and what it looked like, and they were there to listen to our fears and give us great advice while still making us feel like we were in control of what that decision ended up looking like and what setting we were comfortable with.
They were Jackson's first teachers, and really taught him how to learn and how to follow directions, and as far as finding the right preschool, I mean, I think it would have been very easy for them to just tell us where to go, but they listened to what we wanted and what our concerns were, and they helped guide us to the right place, and we found exactly the right place.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Looking back on our time in early intervention, what would we say was the most valuable or helpful takeaway?
I'm going to go first.
Okay.
The thing that I take away from my time with early intervention is, without doubt, never underestimate what Jackson can do. From the time he was a tiny baby, we'd set these goals, and I would say to myself, thank goodness I didn't say it out loud, but I said to myself, there's no way he can do that. There's no way he's ever going to be able to do that. Sitting up and rolling and sitting up from laying down, and I just didn't think he was going to be able to do it. And every goal he met faster than we thought he would. And now I've changed, and I don't doubt anything that we set goals. He's going to be able to do it, and he never ceases to amaze us.
I think for me, it was really about the therapist making me feel like I wasn't so isolated. I think when Jackson was born, nobody else in my world had a kid with special needs, and so you kind of feel like you're all alone, especially with one that has some medical fragile issues. You don't ever want to leave your house, and that's nerve-wracking. So oftentimes the therapists were the only ones that we really saw on a regular basis. And I can't express how valuable they became in our life to just come alongside of us and make us not feel crazy or silly for asking certain questions. They really became part of our family and made us feel like it was going to be okay and that we were going to figure it out. Yeah.
I can smile.
Do you want to smile? Go ahead. That's nice. Okay, so the last question, what words of encouragement would you say to a new family coming into early intervention?
There are many. When we had Jackson, we barely knew how to be parents at all because we had a 1-year-old at home and we were just learning how to be parents at all. And we didn't know anything about being parents of a child with special needs. And there's always the uncertainty of, what your son or daughter is going to be, what they're going to be capable of doing. We had all those doubts too. We just didn't know how to. We didn't know how to do anything. We didn't know where to get what we needed. We didn't know what was available. And the people at early intervention are experts. And my advice to anybody would be, use the experts. They got this down. They know what they're doing. Right. They know all the ins and outs. They know all the resources that are available. They know who to call, who to tell you to call, and we really trusted them. And I'm glad we did.
My hand.
Yeah. I would also say find that balance of what kinds of things work for your whole family. We had to figure out how many times a week we wanted therapy and what kinds of therapy we were comfortable with and what worked for not just Jackson, but all 4 of us in a way that made us not feel so crazy. Because at first it's very overwhelming. And so certainly the people at DDRC helped us figure out where that kind of sweet spot was for what worked for all of us. So that would be my encouragement, that find something that works, find a balance that everyone in your family kind of thrives in, so that it's not such an overwhelming thing having a kid who requires services.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, careful, babe. Okay, the last thing was just, is there anything else we want to add? And I think we just want to reiterate how thankful we were for the whole team at DDRC. We used several of the resources that were available, like support groups and different kinds of therapists and just access to different programs that are available. And I don't know how we would have survived certainly those 3 years without everybody at DDRC kind of helping us along the way.
There wasn't a single person or service that we experienced where I said, boy, I wish that would have been better. Everything was great. And everything was helpful and efficient and was exactly what we needed. So thank you guys.
Yes, thank you. Have a good night.
Bye.
You say bye?
Bye.